Jesus Clark had a monstrous performance tonight, but it was just not enough to pull off the win over the Minnesota Lynx. Do you think this was a preview of what the playoffs will look like moving forward? Angel Reese has made some questionable comments on her podcast debut episode this week. We're going to talk about scores around the league and WNBA updates right after the intro.
Look, the hottest team in the WNBA right now is the Indiana Fever. Kelsey Mitchell has been balling. Lexi Hall has been an X factor, and that was a great chess move, just getting this lineup with chemistry. But make no mistake, Caitlin Clark is doing things beyond her years. Let me show you how good 22 has been. She's on pace to generate the most points in a season in WNBA history. As for this win streak, though, Caitlin has created 224 points between points scored herself and points assisted. That's almost 45 points per game, and the most by any player ever during a 5-game win streak. So let's take it to the court so I can show you how she gets it done.
Faster than we thought, and we all knew she'd be this good, by the way. We all knew she would be this good. We didn't know maybe she'd be this good this fast. I'm a real Caitlin Clark fan because I want to make the main thing the main thing. I want to make it about her and what she's doing and not what everybody is doing to her.
Oh, how the tunes are changing. Oh, what's up, boys, girls, he's, she's, they, them, we's, or whatever you choose to identify as. Welcome to the W360, your home for all things women's basketball. I'm your host, CJSoFoolish, and welcome to another episode. Oh, if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for tuning in to the episode. I really appreciate it. Thank you for spreading the word. And if you are new here, subscribe, comment, like, share, do all the things YouTube like for you to do to new channels like mine. So the algorithm is nice to this channel, okay? Subscribe. Go ahead and subscribe. Don't just closet watch and take things from it and do your own thing. Subscribe at least. Okay. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers, okay? Oh, my goodness, how the tunes have changed. Now, we're going to get into the Indiana Fever loss, but I'm still going to talk my mess. How the tunes have changed. Can we hear this again? Is that L. Duncan I hear? Not L. Duncan. Not L. Duncan!
Faster than we thought.
You
we
don't.
all knew she'd be this good, by the way. We all knew she would be this good. We
No,
didn't
you
know maybe
didn't.
she'd be this good this fast. I'm a real Caitlin Clark fan because I want to
No,
make
you're
the main
not.
thing the main thing. I want to make it about her and what
No, you
she's
don't.
doing and not what everybody is doing to her.
Oh, you shut your pie hole, L. You shut your pie hole, L. Shanae, L, all of you shut your pie hole. You're changing your tune, and I guarantee you they lost tonight, so you'll go running with your other agenda and say, well, I don't know, she can't lead. All of you shut your pie hole. Shut your pie hole right now. Shut it, L. Now you chase race baiting ideas more than a rat chase cheese. And now you want to say, oh, it's all about this. No. Shut your pie hole. But it's good that, it's good. It's good that you finally put your pride aside. You gave up your invite to the cookout. And you came on the other side. Now you can be free and like the player in the league. How does it feel to be free? How does it feel to be free, L? It feels good. I can tell you how it feels. It feels good. You don't have to fake like you don't like the best player in the league and the rookie of the year just to appease an agenda and go to the cookout. You can come to this cookout. L is much more fun. Seriously. Oh, what a game. What's up, everybody? everybody? What's up, Sade? What's up, RC, SC, Miss Fins? What's going on, JP? Rhonda Stewart, I saw you out there. Lauren, I know you out there. What's going on, guys? Listen, this is not a loss to worry about. This is not a loss that I am worried about at all. If you ask me, this is a team, honestly, that I hope the Indiana Fever does not have to see in the playoffs. But this Minnesota team is a really, really good Minnesota team. Okay, I got to give it to you, Cheryl. I got to give it to you, Cheryl Reeve. You know, you turned the corner. You gave in. You're going to come to our cookout now. You gave in. You gave in to White Sheets, so I'll give it to you. You got a good team on your hands, Cheryl. They're a bit boring. They were. But you got a good team on your hands here, and this Minnesota team is good, okay? This team is a very, very hard matchup for Indiana Fever. They don't have an answer for Napheja Collier on the defensive end. And I said one of two things is going to catch up with Indiana Fever. It's the matter of maintaining their composure. They had an absolute meltdown in the third quarter, and it started with White Jesus. She has to maintain her mental composure and the rest of the team because they follow her. And it's a lot on her shoulders because she's a rookie and she gets frustrated with the refs. These refs were poo, stinky, dirty diapers. All of them were. But they have to work on maintaining their composure because once they all get frustrated, they're checked out. Checked out like a book in the library. Checked out. All of them. They checked out. They had a mental breakdown in the third quarter. They had defensive breakdowns in the third quarter. I mean, this perimeter defense cost them the game. Minnesota had 25 assists tonight. There was wide open three after wide open three after wide open three. No one's talking. No one. No one. And again, if you ask me, there is no one on the court that is a defensive leader. And when I say a defensive leader, there's no one talking. There's no one in the backside of that defense that's saying, there's a screen, switch, switch, switch. Come here, come here, come here. Watch the screen. She's cutting, she's cutting. No one is saying nothing. They're quiet. Everyone is quiet. They're just, and then it's a wide open three. You can't play that type of perimeter defense with this team. This team hits their shots. This isn't the Sparks. They hit these shots. They thought, what do you thought? You thought Minnesota was going to stay cold the whole game? You thought Courtney Williams was going to stay cold? Napheja Collier is in top 5 in the league. If you put Lexi Hall on Napheja, that's a mismatch. Napheja is bigger than her. Then who's going to guard Courtney Williams? Now, Alyssa Smith just plays like she's just ready for the season to be over with. Katie Lou can't stop a turtle or a stop sign. So this team is very challenged on the defensive end of the court, especially around the perimeter. And then once they pass the first line of defense, you can forget about it on the second line. No one's jumping up to block shots or anything like that. You can forget about it. Forget about it. Lexi Hustle played a phenomenal game tonight. Lexi Hustle played a phenomenal game tonight. And if you ask me, I'm wondering, Christy, why aren't there more plays being ran for Lexi on the offensive end of the court at this point? Why? I didn't see a play ran for Lexi at all. She's your third option between White Jesus, Kelsey Mitchell, and then Lexi Hall. We're not looking Alyssa Smith way. And then if Aaliyah Boston happens to be in the right place, just then you can try to go to her. But the first three options are White Jesus, Kelsey Mitchell, and then Lexi Hustle. Seriously. I mean, what's happening in the half court? There's nothing happening in the half court. When White Jesus is being blitzed, everybody is just looking at her like a movie. What are you doing? You're not going to go very far in the playoffs. We got too many people looking at you, preying on your downfalls. Ladies, we need you to get it together. Put it together like a puzzle. Please. Seriously. But at the end of the day, again, I'm not mad with the loss. These are small things that have to get fixed. There has to be better communication on the defensive end around this perimeter. Christy, get them together. There has to be better communication on the defensive end. There has to be. You can't get to the playoffs, which you might end up seeing Minnesota in the first round. You can't play this lackadaisical defense on the perimeter and not talk. You're going to get burned. Seriously. Miss Finn said, Futuristic said, Lexi Hall had 4 more rebounds than Boston. I don't have the energy for Aaliyah Boston tonight. I don't have the energy for her. One player that I think should really just get limited minutes. Katie Lou does not need to be on this floor. Love you. I think you're a lovely mom. Lovely mom, Katie Lou. Katie Lou does not need to be in this game. When the game is close, Katie Lou does not need to be on the floor. And I know this team doesn't have a lot of options at this point. Go with a smaller lineup. I don't care if you put Erica in the game. Erica came and gave some good minutes, but read the room. Christy, Katie Lou does nothing. Nothing. She gives nothing to this team. She's not shooting well. She can't stop anybody. She's not rebounding. She can't get down the floor. She hurts this team. Now, I'm not going to say she stinks, but she stinks. Now, y'all seeing in the comments, give those minutes to Damaris Dantes, but honestly, Damaris isn't much better. They're both just slow. Everyone drives right past them. I mean, you just go through them like a green light. Like they're just slow. Katie Lou should not be in the game. I remember at one point, I was watching the game, and I think White Jesus got the rebound, and I said, what is Katie Lou doing in the game? Put Lexi Hustle back in. It's the last 2 minutes of the game, and Christy, they gave you Coach of the Month. What happened? You just said you're just not going to bother with the rest of the season? Christy, what took you so long to put Lexi Hustle back in the game? She had Katie Lou in the game. Katie Lou is not giving any. She hit 1 3. That's fine. But Katie Lou gives nothing. Nothing. Michelle Nicole. What's up, Michelle? Michelle says DD is way more effective than Katie Lou. Listen, so if we're talking about effectiveness, Katie Lou is here and Damaris is here. And the bar is here. So if you ask me, Because when Damaris is in, if she's not hitting threes, then what does Damaris give? She's just about as bad as Katie Lou, if you ask me. Now, I'm not trying to harp down on the girls. Again, this wasn't a bad loss. It wasn't a bad loss. But these are things that need to be tightened up on this team, starting here. Get Katie Lou off the floor. Sit her next to Wallace. Sit her next to Wallace. I know she's great energy, and White Jesus is the babysitter or whatever they have going. She's great energy. Good. Keep her around for team dinners and stuff. But when the game starts, you put her next to Wallace, Christy. She does not help this team. She hasn't stepped up. What job can you have where you can continue to show up and not perform? Wouldn't you get fired from your job? I would get fired from mine. Fired. I would get fired from my job if I showed up to my presentation without the numbers and everything that's expected to me. She continuously show up and not perform. Put her on the bench. What's up, Lisa? What's up, Lisa G? Lisa said Caitlin got tonight. Caitlin had a critical turnover. Caitlin, now I yelled at White Jesus tonight. I did. Coming down on that fast break when it was her and Timmy, and I think the game was tied at this point. I'm not exactly sure. And she tried to throw it to Timmy. I said, no, Caitlin, no, Jesus, no. Take it all the way, Jesus. Don't you go back to being too unselfish. You take it all the way, White Jesus. Take it all the way. Again, though, I'm not mad at this team. They played hard. That third quarter, they had a mental meltdown. All of them. They had a mental meltdown, and there was no leader on the floor to gather the team together. There was no leader in the coach to gather the team together and say, hey, we good. Don't worry about it. Let's go. We're good. Everyone is just looking at each other. So the team is young. This team is young. Kelsey Mitchell is the veteran on this team, but she doesn't have leadership skills. Do you ever see Kelsey Mitchell talking to the team, gathering the team? She's not a natural leader. Kelsey Mitchell her main thing is to score, and that's fine, Kelsey. You've been doing good. You just focus on scoring. That's what you do, Kelsey. You just score. Don't think about nothing else. If you're not a natural leader, don't try to be. It's too late in the season. Work on it in the off season. But there's no one on the floor that's a natural leader that can gather everyone when White Jesus gets frustrated. Then Aaliyah Boston gets a tech when she wasn't fouled. It was on you, Aaliyah. You put the ball down by your knee trying to go up. You weren't fouled. You should have kept the ball high, Aaliyah. So at this point, again, the team, they're not doing bad. This is a very good Minnesota team. This is a top Minnesota team. You have Naphesia Collier, who's a top runner in the MVP race next to the MVP runner-up, Asia Wilson, and the MVP, Caitlin Clark, a.k.a. White Jesus. So they went into this game as the underdogs, and they lost, but they'll see Minnesota again. So not too mad at this loss, but they have to tighten up on the defensive end, or they're not going to get anywhere in the playoffs. They're going to be stuck like Gorilla Glue. Seriously. Let's look at some key plays from the game, and then we can come back. We'll look at some stats, and I want to talk about the comments Angel Reese has made on her podcast about Caitlin Clark, and basically how they are, using the fact that they're black at this point. They're weaponizing their blackness. And I'm going to explain exactly what's happening. And then we're not going to be here long, folks, okay? So let's take a look at some key plays from the game. And we're going to talk about a little bit more. Okay? All right, here's Aaliyah. And there was one point, Aaliyah Boston got the ball at the top of the key, and they just took it right from her. But like I said, I don't have the energy for Aaliyah Boston tonight. So let's just keep going. AB has it. Kelsey clutch. Kelsey clutch. Yes, White Jesus comes down. There you go. White Jesus, and this is why White Jesus is MVP, because she sets players up on her team to score and be productive when they would never do this on their own. This is what White Jesus creates, and this is why she's the MVP. That's a good layup by Boston. Good score. Good score. Good shot with Kelsey clutch. I think that one was already in there. White Jesus comes down. White Jesus pulls the three. I knew that was going in. I said it at the TV. I said, pull it, Jesus. Pull it, Jesus. And Jesus pulled it. I knew it was going in. I knew it. I knew it. White Jesus pulls it. Another. Yes. White Jesus with the mid-D. White Jesus is looking very, very, she's looking more comfortable in her. Look, Nalissa not even, I'm not. At the game. All right, so overall, there was just a few fun plays from the game, guys. Just to kind of look at, just to look at some stats here. White Jesus ended the game with 25 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, and a block. Aaliyah Boston ended the game with 20 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and a block. Let's See Hustle ended the game with 8 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Let me repeat these two statistics, and then I'm going to just move on because, like I said, Aaliyah Boston had 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 block. Let's See Hustle had 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Kelsey Clutch Mitchell had 23 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Nalissa Smith had 2 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. Timmy had 2 points, 4 rebounds, and Erica Wheeler had 5 points. Erica had 5 points and zeros across the board. Other than that, Katie Lou hit a 3. Okay, and she didn't do anything else. All right, Naphesia Collier. Again, this is a really good-looking Minnesota team. Naphesia had 10 rebounds, 26 points, 2 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. So they call her MVP for a reason, okay? I don't know why everyone is saying that she can't line up with Asia Wilson. She was hurt in the beginning of the season, but Naphesia Collier hoops. She is in the MVP conversation. So everyone else that has anything to say, shut your pie holes. She's in the MVP conversation. She's phenomenal. Okay, Courtney Williams, 16.7 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 block. Carlton had 16 points, 3 assists, 4 rebounds, and a block. Hines Allen, I'm not a big fan of her game, but she had 8 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. She had a solid game. And Natisha Heidemann had 7 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Okay. All right. So those are the stats from the game tonight. Again, I think this is a game that, you move. You move. You lost. You're probably going to more than likely end up seeing them in the playoffs. So you move. You'll see them again and tighten up that defense. This is an even matchup for this Indiana team. So Indiana has to show up. Everyone has to show up. Nalissa, I know that you are ready to get out of Indiana. I know. But all everyone is asking you to do is just give some effort. Be on the right side of history, Nalissa. Nalissa looks like, to me, she doesn't try to jump for rebounds. She doesn't try to hustle. She looks like, to me, what she's thinking to herself is, they ain't passing me the ball. Let me run back down the court. I'm just ready to get back to my phone, call my girl. I don't care about this game. I'm ready to get out of Indiana. Hey, let me run back down the court. Oh, I got the ball. All right, let me try to spin. Oh, I'm going to spin into the defense. Let me run back down the court. You sub? It's me sub? Good. I'm ready to get out. That's how Nalissa play to me. Nalissa plays like she's ready to just get a sub. No effort. None. Seriously. And then this lineup, why on God's earth would you have Aaliyah Boston, Nalissa Smith, and Katie Lou Samuelson on the floor together? Why? It looks like a snail race trying to get back down the court. All of them, they're just... You can't have those 3 on the court together. You're never going to get in transition. Ever. So I hope Chrissy Sides has another lunch with Lisa Bluter so Lisa can tell her, hey, Christy, listen. I don't know what you're thinking with this lineup, these lineups that you're trying. But I'll tell you one that doesn't work, and it's Nalissa Smith, Katie Lou Samuelson, and Aaliyah Boston on the court together. That's the slowest lineup you could ever have. Why would you have them on the same lineup and in the game at the time? Christy? What did you do? Get the coach of the month and just forgot how to coach? Goodness. It's the slowest game you could watch. As soon as I saw that lineup, I said, whose grand idea was this lineup? My goodness gracious. Nonetheless, Indiana, move on. It's a loss, and hopefully they can learn from it. And please do not take this play into the playoffs. We're rooting for you. We have agendas to push. We have points to prove. We got points to prove, okay? You see everyone's changing their tunes. I need everyone to step up. I'm telling you, guys, I be so emotionally involved in these games when I'm watching. I'll be like, come on, hit it. Because it just brings light to my soul when I see this.
Than we thought, and we all knew she'd be this good, by the way. We all knew she would be this good. We didn't know maybe she'd be this good this fast. I'm a real Caitlin Clark fan.
Oh, hush. You shut your pie hole. I need y'all to hit these shots, okay? I need y'all to show up. Nalissa, put your attitude aside. Put your attitude aside and you hustle and you jump on the ground for the ball, okay? We'll fire you after the season. You just give the rest of the effort for the rest of the season. Nalissa, we need you now. We need you. Seriously. I be at the TV like, come on. I want them to win harder than they haters want them to lose. Come on. We're trying to come on this show and celebrate. And Alyssa, you have an attitude. You shut your pie hole and get over it. Look how big you are. Use your strength and help us get this win. It's a bigger picture than you. We have agendas to push and points to prove. Dang. All right, you don't think they're watching these games? I wouldn't be surprised if they was lighting weird candles. Just miss the shot. Please. We have agendas to push and points to prove. I need y'all to step up. Seriously. We need y'all to step up. White Jesus is doing her part, literally like 95%. Kelsey Mitchell's doing her part. We need the role players to step up. We have points to prove. We got agendas to push and points to prove. I need y'all to step up. Seriously. We're not losing to these losers. We're not losing. We got points to prove. And White Jesus can't do it by herself. So all of you, you get it together, you shut your pie holes, and you get on board. Nalissa, get on board. Go see your girlfriend after the season. We're trying to make history. We want everybody that's been doing all that hooting and hollering at the beginning of the season to look like clowns, not us. Step up. Now we got points to prove. We want to be proud. This is America's team. Be proud. We can't push you guys as America's team if you don't go out there and win. Go out there and win. I don't care what you got to do. Figure it out, Christy. Figure it out, Nalissa. Aaliyah Boston. Figure it out. You get on the ground. You hustle. Lexi Hall got to figure it out. White Jesus got it figured out. All of you figure it out. We're trying to push agendas here and make history. We got people to prove wrong here. I don't need y'all playing around. Seriously. We don't need y'all playing around. It's too much on the line here for us. For real. Futuristic, I just saw your comment in this chat, and I'm not reading it out loud, but that is funny. Steve Reed said, this woman is why we. Your comment got cut off. Charlie says, don't like Reeves, but at least they didn't play prison ball to injure Fever. Yeah, listen. You got to give it to Cheryl Reeves. You got to give it to girl Cheryl Reeves. Cheryl Reeves, you got a good-looking bunch there. You got a good-looking bunch there, Cheryl. got a good looking bunch there. They were boring. They put you to sleep like a nighttime story. But I wouldn't watch them if they were playing the Sparks. I'm just being honest. I wouldn't watch the game, but overall, you got a good looking bunch there, Cheryl. You did good. You're doing good with the team, Cheryl. Seems like you're getting the hate out your heart. You're coming around the corner, Cheryl. You can't come over here to this cookout because we already know what you've said and what you've done. But you got a good looking bunch there. You do. Jake Best. What's up, Jake? Jake said Sides is a doormat. I agree. I 100% agree. I agree. If you ask me, I think there's more male coaches needed in this league, but that's another live for another day. But I agree. What's up, Guy? Guy Richardson, I see you in the chat. All right. Angel Reese launched her podcast this week. The first title was Angel Spills the Tea about, she talked about her relationship with Caitlin Clark. She went on to talk about that her and Flage, if you're not familiar with LSU team, her and Flage are not as close. She went on to talk about as well what happened when she got suspended at LSU. She said it wasn't a suspension. Kim Mulkey, shout out to Kim Mulkey. I don't know if y'all in this chat like Kim Mulkey or not, but I love Kim Mulkey. Love Kim Mulkey. Love Kim Mulkey. Kim Mulkey is a hoot. I love her. Nonetheless, and I root for Kim Mulkey. Nonetheless, she said, her and Kim Mulkey are very close. When she was, quote unquote, suspended this past year, Kim Mulkey just gave her some time off because she was dealing with a lot. I didn't take the time to watch this entire podcast. It was 55 minutes long. And I just tuned into the clips because I value my time. And I know that Angel Reese's podcast is not for me. I'm not the audience. I can tell. I think this podcast will be for her younger fans. And when I say younger, I mean like her TikTok audience, the younger girls, who love her and follow her, which is fine. I'm not in her demographic. I would think that if she had a podcast, if she's talking basketball, I would tune in, but I don't care who Angel Reese is dating. I don't care about anything other than hoops when it comes to these players. Nonetheless, she talked about Caitlin Clark, white Jesus. And she said that, I will put the clip on here, but they struck my channel last time that I put up her commercial. So I'm not fooling with Angel Reese's team. Nonetheless, she said that she doesn't have an issue with Caitlin Clark. What she has experienced was a lot of harassment from Caitlin Clark's fans. She says that Caitlin Clark's fans has followed her home. She has experienced a lot of racism from Caitlin Clark's fans. And she has experienced a lot of online bullying from Caitlin Clark's fans. That's what she said on her podcast. Okay. And what I would say there is, this is a very calculated move to, again, I think, smear Caitlin Clark's name in the media, right? And I see through it. I see right through it. So you've lost the Rookie of the Year race. And again, I like Angel. Root for her, love her. If you like her on this channel or not, that has nothing to do with me. I like Angel, rooted for her at LSU, rooted for them both. I like them both. But what I don't like are these calculated moves to manipulate the fan base, right? So what you're going to do is present yourself now, since you've lost the Rookie of the Year race. Now you're going to try to draw pity from the fans and present yourself as if, like, I've gotten followed home. I'm called all these racist names online. I'm this girl. And then she says, I know Caitlin Clark doesn't stand on that, but her fans, they're just so mean. Angel, stop it. Cheryl, stop it. Stop this. I'm just a victim now. Caitlin Clark's fans are so racist and so mean. Stop it. Shut your pie holes. Stop it. Do you see some of the stuff? What about what people send to White Jesus? Do anybody talk about that? Do anybody, because I know I've had people send me stuff. I'm not going to put it on the show yet. But do anybody see what's sent to them? Fandom works both ways. You can't try to victimize yourself and say, I'm just getting so harassed and followed home by Caitlin Clark's fans. How do you know they weren't Notre Dame fans or South Carolina fans? Or nonetheless, that's how fandom works. If you don't like it, get off social media. You lean into the victim or into the villain role. You leaned into that. You sat on national TV in front of millions of people and said, I'm okay with being the villain. You taunted. You trolled. You're on Twitter every day, tweeting and engaging with your fan base to continue to bully people. You know exactly what you're doing. And the same with Cheryl. Y'all cannot start weaponizing your blackness to try to make it seem like it's just so hard being black in the WNBA space because of Caitlin Clark's fans. Stop it. Stop it. Your fans are so horrible. I mean, your fans, Angel Reese, you see them on Twitter, you like it and retweet it all the time. That's how fandom works. If you don't like it, log off. It's right there in the left-hand corner. It says it's a big X in your left-hand corner. Hit the X. But I think this, again, is a calculated way to try and smear Caitlin Clark's name because you're getting cooked. Cheryl Swoops is doing the same thing. You're trying to use this, oh, her fans are racist because, you know, our demographic, black people, will go, oh, they racist? Oh, well, we on your side. No. White Jesus is cooking. White Jesus is cooking. This is normal fandom. Have you seen LeBron James comments on social media from Steph Curry fans and vice versa? That's how sports fandom works. So I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Keep this about sports. Keep it about sports. And that's the reason why this league has struggled to grow, because a lot of the writers in this league, a lot of the media in this league, real people that they've put on TV and on these networks, two in particular, that are the most messy race baiting. I mean, has no business being in any type of position in the media. No business. They egg this stuff on. This is why the league hasn't grown. But it's going to get cleaned up because they're raising these ticket prices, and people that has come and paid their hard-earned money to go and watch these games, no one's going to put up with all that hooting and hollering. I guarantee you that you're going to get wiped right on out the way. And I can't wait. I can't wait. Can't wait. Get out the way and shut your pie holes, all of you. Get out the way. People just want to see good hoops. That's it. Nonetheless, I'm not mad at the podcast. Not mad at you taking control of your narrative. Not mad at you, clearing up the rumors. She said at one point, people said I was pregnant. People said my GPA was too low. People said that. No, that's not true. I'm not mad at that at all. But just keep it about you. Like, stop playing the manipulation game with people. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. Just keep it a buck. Keep it a buck. That's all. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Seriously. But this will probably be the most we talk about Angel Reese's podcast. I won't be tuning in much. Like I said, I don't know what she'll be talking about moving forward, but I'm not in the demographic for this, guys. I'm not on TikTok, and so nonetheless, thank you, Monica Middleton. I appreciate the super chat. Guy said, CJ, you nailed it. You're so right. I am a victim. Thank you for the super chat, Mike. The Dad Crosby. I knew a physician for the Lynx, went to a game years ago and sat courtside. The most I paid attention to the WNBA until this year. Both good and bad Clark drama has me at least thinking about the WNBA. Well, that's good. That's good. Thank you so much, and thank you for tuning into this show. Mike, thank you. Starfish Leah. Angel, keep my wife's name out your effing mouth. Charlie, thank you for the super chat. CC should wear makeup during the games to distract the opposition. Lisa says she's fake. I can't stand her. Lisa G, you are so funny to me. I promise you, girl, your comments be having me laughing. I promise you. All right, that's that. Last around the WNBA, just so you guys know, the Vegas Aces ended up beating Connecticut 72-67. Asia Wilson, MVP runner-up, she ended the game with 20 points, 8 rebounds, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. And Kelsey Plum had 27 points and 5 rebounds. Okay. The Dallas Wings lost to the Atlanta Dream, 107-96. The Sky and the LA Sparks are playing right now. The score is 48-43 with 9:30 left in the third. And, of course, White Jesus and the Indiana Fever lost to Minnesota 88-99. All right. In other WNBA news, latest players that has been announced for the Unrivaled League, if you guys care, for the Unrivaled League, Rickea Jackson has been announced as the latest player, and also Dejanay Carrington, she was announced as well. Okay, so they'll be competing in the in Skylar Diggins. Rickea Jackson, Skylar Diggins, and Dejanay Carrington has been announced in the as the latest players for the Unrivaled League. All right, if you guys care. Kara said Asia hurt her ankle at the end. Asia's hurt? I'm clearly doing the show during the game. Asia hurt her ankle? Oh, praise to her. Yeah, we don't ever want to see a player get hurt. We don't ever want to see a player get hurt. Did she go back in the game? Why y'all say this every time? Lisa said, we don't care. Michelle, y'all don't care about our rival. I'm going to be tuned in. CJ. Y'all don't care about the Unrivaled League. If White Sheets is getting the Unrivaled League, I would definitely be tuned in. But I'm going to definitely, I'll definitely be watching nonetheless. Thank you so much, Dale Powell, for the super chat. Thank you, Spirit E. You rock, girl. Looking good. Love your show. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Sade said, CJ, you have a problem. What I do? What I do? Unrivaled. I don't understand why y'all not tuning in to Unrivaled. I think I'm going to tune in. Seriously. What else is around the WNBA? Oh, that's it. One last thing, I think I want to look at this. CJSoFoolish, how many white players have joined the Unrivaled League? Miss Pinky said, how many white players have joined the Unrivaled League? Well, I know Stewie is a founder of it. I would have to look at the entire roster. Actually, I can ask you right now or answer you right now. Give me just a second. I think it's a few. All right, so far they have Jackie Young, Ron Howard, Stewie, Marina Mabry is white, Kelsey Plum is white. So they got three. They got three so far. They got Stewie, Marina Mabry, and Kelsey Plum. Kelsey Plum. CJ is. Gino is backing it. All right, guys. All right. So that's going to wrap up. I said we weren't going to be here long. We're going to meet up next episode on Sunday. After the game on Sunday, okay? It's Friday night, guys. We are headed into the... Amy said racistly. Y'all are funny in this chat. When I tell y'all, sometimes I go back and I read through the chat. Like, I just skim through the comments. And I be like, I love y'all. I promise I do. Y'all are so funny. Y'all are so funny. We are so funny. I love that we can laugh and talk about basketball together. I love the community that we are curating, okay? That's going to wrap up this week, guys. Make sure you are following me on Twitter at the W360. That's THEW360. And don't forget the underscore, okay? Have a good weekend, folks. We will meet back up until next time. Peace and so